Hello and welcome back to another video. In the last video, we finished the navigation section, where at least we put it into different groups and then, or components I should say, where we have a nav component and we had a nav element component to get this nav system. Since then, so I don't bore you, I took all these other sections. So we have intro, about, project, certs, contact, and I made my own section or component for those various sections, as you can see here. So what this allows me to do is if I wanted to have, I don't know, certifications on top of projects, I can then do that. And there are many ways I can go about with that as well. Right off the top of my mind, one thing I could also do is in each of these sections, I could probably include this part right here as well. So then I really could just have this bar be the same order as this is all the time. But we're not going to worry about that right now. That's just an idea. And then what we did was with the skills, for example, instead of having a long section, I took all of the skill sections and I broke it up into its different components. So I have some main sections called web, JavaScript languages, database, etc., etc. And then within them I had sub-classifications, such as the different items. So I have HTML5, EJS, CSS3 with an image, and that looks something like this. So I can just quite literally add a component here or move a component here, and it will automatically change here. I don't have to do anything with the HTML. I don't have to worry about a typo. Things are much more wonderful and easy to update, especially when a portfolio is really a living document. So this is kind of what I did. And I did it so there's skills. We have experiences that I did in a very similar way. Awards I did. Education was another one that I did. And so I can show you some of how I did it. I didn't want to just do it all. I thought, hey, in this video, I'll continue with where I left off, and we can go about doing that. So the next page in this order, because I didn't do all of them, is intro. This intro is this line up here, creating the future one line at a time. And you can see how this is underlined. This is this. And if we go over here to the CSS somewhere, I think I had it up here. You can see I use materialize. And I am guessing it's in the style CSS as well. And you can see my old page that I worked on as well. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. I'll just keep that still, I guess. This style sheet that I have, yeah, this talks about all the different things that I did. And we'll fix that. We'll convert that over to Tailwind in a future video and convert all this jQuery and all this script over here over to native JavaScript, native stuff that we can do with Next.js. But right here, creating the future one line at a time, there's really nothing I can do with that section. one idea that I have, and this is something I did with, I think it was the, not awards, it was, I did this with the experiences, where in one of these experiences, where is it? Yeah, right here. Optimize current code. Let me show you over here. Optimize current code that effectively added continuous integration, continuous development. That's bolded. I used the strong icon for that. So I could do that here. Let's see what that looks like. So I go up here, intro, config equals config. I actually don't know if that would work. Let's try it. This is how we learn, right? And I can go into here, and I can go headline, intro, headline, and I can copy all of this, place it into here, and of course class names are going to show up as that. And that's gone. Let's go config dot section dot intro dot headline, and now we have an error, cannot read properties undefined, reading intro. I mean, section's undefined because config is undefined. If I actually put config here properly, okay, and now we can see our text here. What we can do is if I went to, I believe it was experience, there is a module called parse from HTML React parser. So if I go to HTML, and the way I found this was I just Googled it. I'm like, this should exist somewhere. And it allows you to parse HTML elements into native JSX. There is a security issue possibly with this, but I'm not too concerned, given that nobody should be able to access this text. So I'm going to copy this over to intro, and then I'm going to go put it inside of here, parse, and then I should save this, and there we go. So now I can modify this however I want, whenever I want. I could theoretically have strong there, have a strong there. Now that's there, and then I can go over here, and I can get rid of this strong, and that's a little bit better. So I think I'm going to keep it with that. Here I have the words here. There's my class name teal, and actually, okay, so now that's gone. I'll just keep it like this then. We will look more into the Tailwind later, I guess. I'll probably have a whole video dedicated to Tailwind. So then there's intro. So I can close that out. I can leave that. And then the next section, experiences are done. Next section is about was down here. And then for this, same thing. So we have quote, which is up here. Now the fun part with this quote is I am a systems engineer, and if I change it in one place, I want to change in all the places. Unfortunately, this is config.json, not config.typescript or config.js. So I'm not able to do self-references. I guess Control F will work on this file. So the next one, after we got our quote done, and we can call this sections. And now we have, and we have each section is in a p tag. So I can do that, comma. There we go again. Okay. Get rid of the new line. And this can be and then for current focus, I'll add that. But for right now, let's delete that. And I can do config. And then up here, oh no, I can do config dot sections. And hopefully this series has shown you, I know it's only 3 or 4 series at this point. I think this is the 4th video. Hopefully this has shown you that, hey, in a small amount of time, we can do a lot of fun stuff. A lot of learning. I've definitely learned a lot in the last few months when it comes to this. I will admit that work did send me to a class to learn about React. I didn't really learn that much, or didn't feel like I learned that much, but I noticed that over time, I have noticed more and more of the way I think and the way I operate makes it a lot easier to learn React and Next. 5 years ago, this was the scariest thing ever for me, and now look at me. I'm doing this like it's nothing, or at least it feels like it's nothing. mostly because I think that it's just taken a really long time and eventually it clicks. And I think that's how programming just is for me. You just keep on working, you just keep on working, and then eventually it just clicks. React was the same way for me. This did not come easy at first, not by a long shot. And now look at me. Here I am. So, with this current focus, I wanted to have this is one p tag. I'm going to put that p tag over here. We had strong current focus, and then we had links, and then if it's not the last one, it will add a space followed by a // Really, there should be another space there. So if I add this space here, yeah, that looks a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have objects here, and I can call this label, and I can call this navigate to automation. Or maybe we can call this topic. And we want link. And then we want I'm just going to have topic and link. And that's it. And then we go AWS. And we have testing. And then likewise, we're going to copy this. We don't need that last slash. I'm going to copy this. And then we're going to copy this. And then I need to remember the space // So I'm just going to put this up here for now. And then I can delete this. And then add my 2 brackets. And now we can see my focus //. So then what I'm going to do is take this same part up here, paste it down here. Now we have about config sections, about sections. Now we're on the current focus. And I can just call this focus. And then we want to return, I forget what it was actually. So let's go to the old index. This was up here. Look how far we come. So I'm just going to copy one of these from the old file, and I'm going to paste this here. Paste it here. And then I can do that. And actually I can put it inside. Now I want to go to focus.topic. I can close this out. Okay, we're still only getting the one. And then this would become focus.link. And then we're back to focus.topic. Why doesn't this work? I didn't save this. So now we have automation, AWS testing, and that. So now I need to figure out the next part. So if I put that there, copy this, or copy that, paste that there, of course that's going to fail. Oh, because the // is. Okay, so got to do that. Okay, so we're not expecting those characters there because of the extra slashes and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a fragment. I used to think these were divs. Nope, they're fragments. Okay, I'm just going to... this should be... Nope, not X. Okay. And this... shoot. I forgot to copy my... There it is, that part. So now let's put my fragments back. And just like that, that works. So why does that work? Because these two are fragments that don't really mean anything. And then this is an HTML element inside of that. Now, the only issue is I have no space there. So what I'm going to do is add a space here. Yep, that works there, but now I lost my space over here. So then I add my space over here. Now I got my space over there. But I still have this bit over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this over here and say, could do maps, could do focus. How do I do this? I want to do something like if focus ID is blah, blah, blah. I don't really get an index. So let's change this whole loop over to a for loop, I guess. For let I equals 0, I is less than focused length I plus plus. Expression expected. JSX. Maybe it actually would work. Let's see. So this would be item I let me clean out some of these pages that we no longer need. And so there's my slashes are gone. And I'm going to go at the end of this, if that dot length minus 1 does not equal I then we can put another fragment where it will be this slash slash. Otherwise, we'll just put fragments. And that works. So now let's try this other thing. Can I do this instead? Yes. So why did this work? So if this is true, or really, if this is true, then display this. If this is false, then you're just going to stop and not display it. Little hack I learned from my experiences at work. But yeah, that's how you would do that. Not the greatest, but it works. And now we got our stuff nicely formatted. Everything looks good. I could have done it with padding, could have done it with margins. I didn't. This seems to work for me. So that's the About section. And then we got experiences are all done. Then we got projects is the next one. Projects, I'll skip. There's some major CSS issues going on there. Certs can be the next one I tackle. Actually, I'll do contact next. So we got my contact information. So we got, it's a little tricky when it comes to this, because we got the first two, which are fine. They're regular links. In the middle of the regular links, they have an I, which is material UI, to get the phone and mail icon, and then another A link. And what it is there's an A link, there's an A link. In between is not. That's by design. I wanted it to either be around the circle or around this line, not in between. It's a personal thing of how I wanted it to happen. So that's why there's two A links. The second one, again, it starts out the same, but quickly. So there's the tooltip. There's the class name. But now we have an image where it's the actual image of the item, not the material UI stuff. And then it goes back to normal. Yeah, then it goes back to normal. So I think what we'll do is I will go back, and it's a hack. It's not great. I'm not proud of it. But I will go back to what we did over here with parse, and I will use that to my advantage. It's not great. it'd probably make more sense to have two different types and then switch between the two types. And actually, I think I want to do that instead. That seems to be the better approach. Try to parse your objects the least that you can. So I am going to do my object. In this object, I'm going to do label. Can't even spell label. That's a common thing I can't spell. Email Andrew. Link. And we have a mail to link. And then those are all tops. Tooltip is called Andrew. All these are the same. And then we have, I'm just going to have image for now. This will be my, no, I said I'm not going to do this. This will just be a stopgap for now. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do later. Okay. And then we're back to where we were at. Okay, so we have email Andrew, we have call Andrew, call is this, and then we have it is material icons white, and then this changes to a phone. Then we have view Andrew on GitHub, view Andrew on LinkedIn, GitHub is this link, LinkedIn, I don't need the slash, is this link. And then what we can do, those are all the same, is I can just copy my image right here. And then I can change all these. And then same thing for down here. Really, I should just be able to go copy. I want to get rid of this bar so it's a little bit easier. And I'll paste it here. And then LinkedIn's image was right here. Okay, perfect. So now we have contact. So then I can go into here and I can put your object, our JavaScript object, paste it right here. And then we have contact. This contact itself is an array. And I'm just going to have this be contact. And I'm going to take one of these, paste it here. I'm going to actually put it like it's supposed to be. we go. It's a little bit easier to read. And then you can see where everything is, how everything is connected. And then we can see that I have my 3 emails there. We got contact, this, it's like that. It is contact dot label. This is also contact dot label. And that can stay the same. Okay, next we have link. Link. And I forgot. We got formatted text, which in this case would just be example. If I copy formatted text into the other ones, LinkedIn doesn't include that part. GitHub doesn't include the HTTP part. The telephone one is 1, 2, 3, close it, space, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And then up here, it is example@gmail.com. So then over here, this whole mail part, I'm going to change this to contact dot image, which is fine. We'll get to it. And then down here, I'm going to change this to contact dot formatted text. And then if I get rid of this extra space, yeah, I'll get rid of the extra space. And yeah, that's it for all of them. What I'm going to do then is just delete this section now that we got everything looking good. And then now we got, oh, no, I'll keep it, never mind. Now we got this part right here. And then we can say, we can go type. We can say this is my type material icon. Do material icons. And the image is a mail. And this is a phone. If it's type material icon. Type material icons. I'm going to use this format. If it's material icons, we'll copy this. And then we will take this and do contact dot image. And then we'll just, and then we'll do the same thing for down here. We'll copy this image. And if it's not image, we'll say type is image. I'm not actually going to use that, but we are. Then we have just the source. What we care about, it's different. And then I will take content.image and I will paste it right there. And then that should have worked. Let's see. Why did that not work? It says get blah 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 class name. Okay. What is this supposed to mean? C/image blah blah blah. When you put it in that kind of format. It said that each child in the list should have a unique key property. Okay. So I will say key equals does that make it better? No, not really. Here. Maybe I'll put this key over here. Make it happier. Yeah, just forget about it. Huh. If I get rid of this section, is there a reason why this needs to be a P? Yes. Can this be a div? It'll be close together. So there's formatting that's involved. Okay, notice that this needs to be saved still. Okay, and then that was the issue. It needed to be saved. Still getting some issues. Let's refresh this. Yeah, it looks like that causes the issues to go away. Okay, great. Okay, so then here we are. everything's all working. So, do I actually need these characters though? That I don't remember. I don't think I do. I think they're optional. Yeah, they are. Okay, so then now I can add, if I have more types of contact, then I can update that more anytime I want, and it'll automatically appear. Beauty of React. Now we have the search part. And now my certs, I am AWS certified, and I have an expired Save for Agilist cert. This one's going to be, I don't know what's going to be trickier. The ones up there or the ones down there. And actually, because I don't want to scroll too much, I will show you the beauty of this. So comment those out. Comment those out. Comment those out. And yeah, there's my site. Yeah, you can see some of these are, their classes were never really applied properly. So for this, I have the overall search section, where I then have a view badges link. Yes, I could put the view badges in another object, but I'm not going to because that's never supposed to change. If it does change, then I'll update it later. It'll be easy to update. Then I have an AWS certified section, when really this logo is just another almost cert. Yeah, it's just like another, it's not really a heading. It's more of, this is the type of cert it is. And then I have another section. So that's strong, strong. Div, div, div. Close out the div. So let's actually organize, realign all this so it's a little bit easier to parse in our heads. So then this is a big section. If I were to reformat those, this is the other section, or type of cert. Okay. So let's play with this a little bit. I could break this into my different categories. You got AWS. And then that's going to make an array. That's one box. Or I could just have started off with the box or the array. Maybe I'll do that. And then inside of here would be these. So each array item is one of these boxes. Really designing on the fly here. We have AWS as the first group. This, I guess, would be other. And I don't think I'm going to actually use the group word right now. I think I'm going to use it in the future. So yes, then I'm going to have certs in their own group. Yep, and it's supposed to be an array. And let's see. And now I'm supposed to have my first cert, which is, this is the, it's the, I'll do name, link, name, link, and I'll call this the title instead. And then I have the link. And then I'm going to put down date. And then I don't know if I spelled expire right or not. So what I like to do is copy an unknown word, paste it into my chat, and I will continue. And so it seems I spelled expire correctly. And so let's think here for a second. I could just have it such that, could just have it such that everything matches. Let's see. What if I put this here? Okay, now it's the same size as it. But now there's a div. Huh. Don't really want it to be that big. Okay, so let's do 4 different categories. A few different categories, I should say. Link, type. Let's go AWS. Heading. I just do a heading in general. Heading. Expire date is null. Then I'll put AWS cert. Actually named cert, because for AWS the names are actually on here properly. Yeah, this is saved for Agilist, but you might not know what that is right away, versus I know what each of these are. So name cert, expire date, title is AWS certified. Oh, forgot my image. Image is important. And then we got image. Got link. I got the image. Type is heading. Expiration date is null. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular AWS certs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The title for all of these. I'll just keep going down the list. There's that link. And then we got this link. And this link. And this link. Expired date is a functionality that I would like to add in the future. I'm not going to add it now. I'll add it later. I just want to put down that, hey, this could expire. This, I will say that expiry date is, I'll do some rogue logic so that I can have this say expired. But aside from putting the expiry date in there, not going to do that right now. Maybe I might. We'll see. And the next one is the images. And then we go bottom up. It took a lot of time to get all these. Okay. And then the other cert. So we got the link. The image. The title. This was just type cert. And yeah, I'll actually click on this and see when this expired. Yeah, that was a while ago. Okay. So then I'm going to in the same manner. Got that. And then I'm going to take our logic right here. And then sections, certifications. This time we're mapping it ourselves. Because I copy this. Okay. And now we have 2 more sections. So I don't care about the group yet. And then I'm going to certification. Cert sections, what those really are. And then we have that opening up. And I can insert sections. Dot map, actually dot search dot map. And then this would be called certs. Open that up. Now this is where we have all the different sections. So I'm going to take this one, put in here, do a return. And it's underlined because it's saying, hey, you can't have both of these at the same time. So I'm going to do that so that I can have 2 elements at the same time. And then here, I can say search dot type equals heading, and then I get that. Heading, then I get that part. Then this becomes search.link. This over here becomes search.image. This becomes search.title. And then this was also search.title. And I think that's everything for, I don't know why I have a random big cert there, but that then becomes everything for the AWS certs. If I clear that out, still got a big one there. Don't know why. So let's clear this out. Still got a big one there. Don't know why. Oh, I know why. So if I look at these again, we have a width. Those other cards don't have widths. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Width. Can I put that there? I don't know what to do. I have an extra line there. I guess I'm just going to have, because I'm lost now. If it's type heading, don't do anything. Just don't have anything. If it's type name cert, have it. Okay. Okay. And then I have content card strong. There's my aref. Okay. So then I'm going to have another type just called cert. And then if that is cert, so I have that there. This just says width is 75 now. And then it has a div with the name. Oh my goodness. Yep, fragment. What's the whole point of having that there? I guess I can remove it. Okay. That's now green. Why is that green? I don't know anymore. Oh. It was not in an A tag before. This text. So if I actually close the A tag off, just trying something crazy, and I open an A tag, okay, yeah, it makes sense it would fail to compile. Let's go class name equals text black. Okay. I'm going to figure out why Tailwind's not working. I'm going to keep it like that for now because I can't figure out how to get Tailwind working. Okay. So then we save it. And it looks pretty close to how it was. There is this expiry date part. Don't know how I'm gonna do with that. I can still put title here. Just gonna call it all the way around expired. And that will fix the immediate problem. But eventually I'd like to have in here title space and then a thing saying search dot expiry date. This would be in some sort of function. And then it would tell me, hey, is it expired, true or false, on the given date? And I never have to worry about marking these as expired or not expired. The only issue with that is for the regular cert cards, so if type is regular cert, then I can just put down expired. If it is heading, it will never expire. And then if it is one of these, I don't know if I'm going to switch it with a animation of the same sign, or not an animation, but an image with the same sign, but with X's over it. Or should I just overlay a stamp that says expired? I don't know. That is a design question I still have to figure out. But it, for right now, meets the existing functionality that I had before. So I will leave it like that for now and come back to it later. Yeah, that view badges doesn't look the best, but again, I will try to come back and figure out the whole CSS issue I'm experiencing. Lastly, we have projects. And projects will be fun. But I will save projects for next time. And I will talk to you later. Until then.